everybody, it's Brendan from Heartbreaker Guitars, Las Vegas, and today we are checking out the Magnatone 1x12 combo, 22 watts, and this thing is absolutely awesome. We're going to do demos for you today with the, that's not a Les Paul, but it sure looks like one. What is it?
Yeah, we've got the Husson Dalton Statesboro here, and then was thinking that we do this, and then we do maybe like the Paoletti Stratospheric, maybe one of the Nancy's.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call. Okay, well, you know what? Let's give them a couple tastes of the Magnatone Clean, Jace, and then we'll get dirty, and then we'll check out the reverb, the tremolo, and all that stuff.
Yeah, go ahead. So go ahead and kick the reverb all the way off.
All the way off.
All right.
Okay, so just so you know, the reverb was on about 4 when we started.
Mm-hmm. So that's totally dry.
Yep. Now, Jace, can we do a little bit of that riff the same way, but go back to reverb back on 4?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you can hear it. It's only on 4, and you can definitely hear it.
Yeah, well, it's just a good classic spring reverb sound too. I was really impressed when we plugged this in and kind of turned the reverb up. It's nice and authentic sounding, and let's go ahead and try that tremolo next.
Okay, sounds great. Okay, Jay, so that was, as you know, that was cranked all the way up. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to put both the intensity and the speed at about 5, level 5. So play something similar, and let's see how that makes a difference.
It's a lot more subtle when you have especially the speed down quite a bit. It acts a little bit more like a rotary. Yeah. Gives you that kind of, that wishy-washy sort of.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Yeah.
When it was cranked up, it was a little much, but that sounded really good. Mm-hmm. Now, there's an option on the back here to change it from FM to AM, mm-hmm. and you'll notice, Jace, when I do this, the intensity is going to increase a little bit. So real quick, just give us a couple chords where you have it now. Okay, now I'm going to switch it to the AM. That's very cool. Okay, so we've got 6v6 tubes in here with a GZ34 rectifier. As we already mentioned, we got a spring reverb, and the speaker in here is a Magnatone speaker. It's 12-inch, and so it's a 1x12 combo. And this is a newer color for Magnatone. It's a black with gold trim here, and I actually like this color better than the brown and the green that they also offer. Mm-hmm. It's kind of more of a, I think it's more of a modern look.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I definitely prefer sort of a black color finish on anything just because I like the sleekness of that. Obviously, the Twilighter seems to have, you know, most closely associated with that kind of tan, retro color to it, which does look cool, but I definitely prefer the new black color on there. I think it looks very cool. So what do you say we grab one of the Stratospherics and check that out?
For sure, for sure. Okay, can we hear it with a little reverb?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, Jason, now we're running these single coils through a stratospheric. What are you hearing? What do you like about the Magnatone with that guitar?
Well, Magnatone has said that this amp is inspired by a lot of different, combos from between kind of the mid 50s to the late 70s, early 60s time. And I think this does a great job at replicating that, because you could absolutely hear this as an amp that you do like surf with, or, kind of that old school punk, or, obviously if you've got some kind of drive pedal going through it, anything like that. And just the fact that you've got a couple of onboard effects that are useful. You've got spring reverb and you've got that tremolo, and it's going to have a couple of parameters that allow you to factor it in more heavily, or just more of like kind of a nuanced little touch. So not putting too many additional parameters, but putting a couple that I think the average person would use.
Right.
It's not sort of like we've got these 6 or 7 parameters that you can adjust here, and I'm never going to touch them in my entire life, kind of a thing.
Right.
So I think this was made in a very kind of user-friendly way, and I think that it's what I like to call a blank slate amp. It's a good, solid, clean tone that, as your starting foundation, you can really kind of carry forward and through whatever outboard effects and whatever you want. You can build your tone just sort of by putting it through the test. So.
Yeah. So what if we put back a little bit more on the tremolo and vibrato, but with the reverb?
Yeah.
Let's try that. Okay, so I've got the speed and the intensity both set at about 5, which we'll call that 12 o'clock. So I've still got the reverb set at about 4. So let's hear it.
Sounds great.
That actually, thus far, that's my favorite tone that you got out of of this thing. That sounded awesome. And the tremolo, vibrato, and the pitch shifting did not actually bleed over too much to where it was distracting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just kind of blended it great with the reverb.
Yeah, well, again, it's really cool when you can have parameters that go from, just very subtle, very nuanced, just kind of, it's there, but it's more of like icing on the cake instead of really the focus of it. Or you can drive it all the way up as hard as you want and really get that kind of, I'm trying to think of, funny enough, the Sonics, The Witch is a great example of that. Entire guitar solo is just intensity and speed all the way up to 100, essentially.
Yeah.
It's impacting the entire tone. So you can kind of, anywhere between there that you like the sound is you have the accessibility to. So.
Okay, so now without making any adjustments, I want to change the pitch shifting from FM to AM. And my guess is that vibrato is going to come through a little bit more.
Yeah.
So let's do that and hear how it sounds. Okay. Now I'm going to switch it back again. Go ahead. I could actually hear it that time, but the first riff that you played, it was blending with the reverb to where it wasn't really bleeding through. So that was just a difference in the riff that you played, that's all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But then when I do go to the AM, now I can hear it no matter what you're playing. Even just a chord. I mean,
you've got that volume swell in there as well.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Okay, Jace, can I hear it just through the bridge pickup?
Yeah.
Okay, now that was on the AM. Just do the same thing on the FM. Very nice, very nice. Again, it's interesting how what you're playing accents the vibrato a little bit more than other choices of playing that you're doing. Except when it is on the AM option, I can hear it no matter what you're playing.
Right.
It's much more intense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, that's about it for the Magnatone Twilighter. Great amp. This baby weighs in at about 38 pounds. Is that right? 38 pounds?
Yeah, around
Yeah.
there.
Price on this is $37.95. 22 watts. Am I leaving anything out?
That would be pretty much it.
Okay, so that's it. Guys, if you got any question about this Magnatone or any Magnatone in the shop, be sure to give us a call. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.